Hello and welcome to another video. Today is the second installment of Where I Am. I've done the first one a month ago or 4 weeks ago, so I'm going to do one every 4 weeks basically, just to show progression and see where I am. So, this is my table as of now. I've done a fair bit of work to it, but I've added in all these percentages which automatically change depending on the figure that gets put in here and also the previous figure, so it'll tell the percentage change. I've also added colours because colours are good. So I'll run through it all quickly. So since 4 weeks ago I just had Rio Tinto, had all of these at this, and actually this is basically what it looked like. So it's pretty basic. I didn't have these two, so these weren't in there, but everything else was pretty much there. In 4 weeks I've put more money into my stocks, so I added in about 200-300 pounds roughly into it, so that's obviously had an increase of 302%. As I keep putting more and more money in, then this percentage increase will go down slowly. So rather than be a 300% increase, it might be a 200%, 100%, 50%, all that. Because the amount of money that I'll be putting into my investments each month won't change. It'll pretty much be the same amount. So as you can see, I have 2 units of Rio Tinto, which had 4.71% increase. International Distribution Services I purchased. Barratt Development I purchased, and then I've still got a remaining balance of £16.87 in my investment account left, ready to invest when I want to, which will be later on once I put more money in. So the previous amount, there we are. Yes, the previous amount I had in there was £98. I've now got £394. The previous amount was £979, so it's over 4 weeks I've lost £70 on crypto. But that's not a problem because I plan on holding it until the day I die, pretty much. It's going to stay with me forever. No, I'm joking. I'm not going to do 4 weekly increases or changes in percentage on the share on my flat. As I said in the first one, my plan is to sell my flat this year, move into a house or buy a house. So my actual equity that I have in it will be dependent on how much someone's willing to actually buy it for. But if I have to decrease the sale price of my flat so that it gets more attention, then obviously the equity, technically the equity on that I have here is going to be less. So I'm going to leave that for now. Probably once I've bought a house, then I might just dabble into that, because obviously you also get mortgage payments. As I'm paying off that, then that should also technically be going up, so we'll leave it like that for now, just for fairness sake. Money in the bank, I'm 9.1% down overall, but that is because over the last 4 weeks I have put more than I should have done into investment. I really should probably just try and stick to £100 or £200, but last month I just had itchy fingers and wanted to dive straight in, so which is me all over. So that's where I'm at with that. So I'm 302% up on there. I'm 7.18% down on crypto, and I am 2.89% up on general assets, which gives me a total of 0.155% up. So that's where I am at the moment. Now my plan for the next 4-week period is to continue what I'm doing. I'm not going to mess around with crypto at all. I'm just going to let that sit. So with my stocks, I am going to keep buying them. You can see from my market analysis video where I mentioned about International Distribution Services, Barratt Developments, and SSE, sorry. I haven't bought any of SSE just because it still seems far too overpriced. My charts look very messy at the moment, and I'll tell you why in a second. So I don't want to buy into something that seems too high in price, basically. So I'm going to wait and See if that comes down a little bit. If not, I'm not too worried. I'm happy with the portfolio I have at the moment. Right, development being into building, international distribution services being into obviously distributions and postage, and Rio Tinto, which is mining. So I'm happy with those three. They're quite diverse and balanced. So I'm gonna keep buying stocks. I'm gonna do a bit more research. I'm gonna have a look into 3 more stocks, which will be probably my next video. Money in the bank. Basically, the plan is with that is to spend as little as possible. Now I am aware that I have actually got a repair job coming up on my car in the next, well, within the next 4 weeks, so that will have a big hit on my bank. So I expect in my next 4-week period this is going to be much lower. This will be up by £100 just from an investment point of view. Hopefully these will have a slight increase, and this hopefully will have a increase as well from the previous round. So I reckon that overall this will probably be down, to be honest, just because of the car repairs. I want to talk to you about obviously the stocks that I bought and what I mentioned about on previous videos. So on the daily for Rio Tinto, so I probably bought around this sort of level is when I bought. So since I bought Rio Tinto 4 weeks ago, then it has had an increase up to here. So I'm happy with that. It still looks like it's on a bullish sort of trend. Like I bought it at a good price. Seems at the bottom of this channel, and then hopefully to come up. And at the same time, you're still going to be achieving quite a high dividend yield, 8.03%. Well, I'm still yet to get my dividends. I'm not sure when they're coming, but I'm in no rush. When they arrive, they arrive. Next one is International Distribution Services. That's the next one I bought. I bought this around the same level. I know this is pretty much even money since I bought it. Today we had a good day, up 1.7% today. So that's had a good push for me. And even with this, then I bought it. It hasn't been lower. Oh, it has been lower. I apologise. This has got massive potential. It's cheap, so why not? And with this one, you're achieving a 10% dividend yield, and a BDEV starting off that still gives a 7.72% dividend. And on here, unfortunately, since I bought, then it has had a breakout, and I've tried to look at news about it and seeing what's happened, but there's nothing. There's still lots of potential. It can go up to here, which is that's 90% increase right there. So I'm not too fussed. I'm not too fussed. Something that I did want to mention to you, something that's happened as of today, is you can see that these charts are different. I've had a little play around with these charts because I saw, and I need to have a good tidy up of these as well because they look super messy now. But I saw someone who mentioned about a couple of indicators. So the Bollinger Bands, which is this and this, these things that are following it around, those are the Bollinger Bands, and then also the RSI. Yeah, this here is RSI, which is what I've showed you in the LCG Trader, basically. So, and using these two together, see, it is quite an interesting little combination, and I'm very, very curious to give it a go over my normal trend line style plan, basically. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a good shift up, and I'm going to delete a lot of my inputs, because with the Bollinger Bands and the RSI, everything just looks really messy, and they might work together, but at the same time I want to start from scratch and just use the Bollinger Bands, the RSI, and then plot some current trend lines or current support and resistance lines and work from those. It's going to be my new trading technique, basically. So I entered a couple of trades today and didn't do overly well. I lost on Wall Street, So if we have a look here. So yesterday I had to look through and I was trying to look for some trades. I couldn't see any, and also there was news coming out about America's inflation rate, which was positive news. So it meant that the markets went up. I wasn't sure what to expect basically, but I did know that I couldn't wait basically. I chucked a trade in thinking, yeah, that's gonna give it a go, and it didn't give it a go. In fact, it went down a little bit, and then straight away news came in, shocked me out, and this is just absolute rookie errors that I thought I'd learnt before, but obviously I hadn't. And so making a trade straight into when news is about to happen, and then I lost. So I lost £72 there. Again, this is my demo account. This is just fake money, so that's super. But I did do another trade, which was it a buy? Yeah, it was a buy. Yeah, so I made two trades. I made one trade from here to here, and then also at the same point from there to up here. Now this second one's still going. The first one was a success, but obviously it looks like since then, if I zoom in, it looks like since there to there, it's now stopped at this range here, and it doesn't really want to get much further than that. So if it does go up to there, then it does. If not, then I'm not too worried, because I'm trying a new technique anyway. But overall, actually, you know what? I'll close that one. And now we know that we can start from fresh. So since I started, that's my success. So overall, I've lost $685. So I am 6% down so far. So now I'm going to try a new technique. But first, before I even jump onto LCG Trading, even though it's a practice account, I'm going to leave this. I'm also going to get rid of this. I'm going to keep an eye on this. Let's see, that one's... Oh, it's looking alright, you know. Again, like I say, I'm going to get rid of a load of these stuff that I've marked out. Did I put one on there? I didn't realise I put a trade on there. I didn't think I did. I didn't think I put a trade on that one. Well, that's not a trade, but even still, it's very interesting, very interesting. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to have a bit more of a play around with this technique, and I'll do another video about this in a couple of weeks, I reckon. But for now, I'll see you next time. Bye.